Let me double check my mic settings. Hope everyone's doing well today. I am just a little bit tired. I think I'm still reeling from food coma. That is fine. Today's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream anyway. We have 2 chapters left from what I recall. We have 17 and 18 left. And I've been thinking, because we don't know who we are. Because we're technically not Sissel, right? So I have a theory on who we could be. Because if you think about it, there's only one other character that we've seen that has not reappeared. And so I think that's who we are. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. I have a hunch though. I think it's a pretty good guess. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. I don't quite remember. I think we just escaped the submarine. I think that's about where we are. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Oh. Is that original Sissel? It is. I need to give a different voice because then that's technically not me. I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, it's so cool. He's got a fire hydrant, hips. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along. Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? It's Sissel. Look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are, and who I am too. What? The man in... Oh! Hello, Richter. Thank you for the cheese. Nice to see you. The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Thank God it's good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed, there's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Temzik fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, the meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear some more. Okay, radiation's effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. And I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. Like possessing and manipulating objects.
Oh my god, it's Miss Al. And in my case, swapping objects.
Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. And it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite, its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day, 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Missile died right on top of where the meteorite was, so I'm not surprised about that one.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too?
You know, you might be right. Still so sad to see that. Aren't the Temzik remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So, that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Okay, what about the time effect? I guess it stops time? Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death. This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in.
It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That's just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? I mean, he's dead, but he's alive, right? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Hey, what about revenge? Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temzik. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super. They were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temzik fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? I guess it's because she was there when it happened. If you were there in that park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. Oh, that's why the first shot missed. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. And that was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas, and they simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Huh. The inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. Why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temzik meteorite before. Because you were looking into the Jout case. They thought you would find out about Temzik sooner or later. Okay, well then that's all I can ask. Oopsies. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no! There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine, sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along.
Lynn?
Camilla!
Is it true? We're stuck here?
What? Oh,
If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us.
Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temzik fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. I mean, Detective Joud is in there, so. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. Don't they have the tracker? Yeah. This will tell us where Detective Joud is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Joud told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there?
We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers. Right, Miss Lynn?
Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Joud is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have a core. Okay. Oh no, maybe that's his. No, that should be Miss Cell over there. Hello, little lady.
So my dad isn't here on the submarine?
Don't worry, we're going to go get him right now.
Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feelings. what I said about my dad saving us if he was here? Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just roll right off Miss Lynn's back. She's really thick-skinned.
Ouch.
I'm going to start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla.
I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. I forget I can use my mouse. Hold on. I need to talk to Miss L.
Okay, what do we do now?
We go find the command room that was launched somewhere into the sea.
What? How? Just to let you know, I don't like water very much.
According to Lynn, the key to our plan is a torpedo. Kind of a missile.
Missile? You have a missile right here.
I don't think she's talking about that kind of a missile. Now then, where did we see another torpedo? So his shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment. It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Joud's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo on this submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Joud. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? So what are you gonna do? Ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not! You guys are going to go! Darn. Kinda wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? There's a safe. Oh, there's a control panel? What does this do? Beep boop beep boop. A grape? I guess that's to reach a phone line. Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? And this machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed.
Oh, it sounds heavenly.
Oh, you would die if you ate those grapes, Miss Al. Oh, you're already dead. I've been thinking about this for a while now. But don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? This is a guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Oh. I mean, I'm sure I don't, I'm sure I use this a little later. Oh, I can go to the torpedo room. Okay, engine? Well, let's just go torpedo room. In the torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out.
Oh, I get it. You're going to use a missile to ram the control room.
Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Joud up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. There should still be one left from what I remember. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube.
When it comes to missiles, you can count on me.
I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. And good luck! Hey. Ooh, I can't reach Camilla. What do you have to say, Miss Al?
What will happen to these 2 ladies?
I think that's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, Miss Sal?
Me? Of course I will. Count on it.
Hey, I can talk to Lynn. How's it going there? I'm just calculating the command room's coordinates now. I have to put in a slight offset though. Don't want to blow it up. I'm sure Detective Zhao would appreciate that. Well, leave this to me, and good luck with loading the missile. Okay, thanks. Okay, so this is valve. What happens if I turn it? Nothing. Okay, so I can lower this switch. This switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken. But I don't think the entire device is broken though. It would probably work just fine if only I could move this switch. I'll just have to find a way to move it somehow, but I can't do it with my powers alone. Oh, I can use missile. Can I swap the two? And then there we go. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. Hopefully there's no rats in it this time. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Right, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. Alright everybody, gather on board. I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head toward the command room where Detective Zhao is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Miss Sal. He's probably worried about leaving them behind. Miss Sal?
I'm sorry. I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't go.
Missile.
I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile.
What? But Miss Lynn...
You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope.
But... what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never, ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Miss Sal. Miss Camilla? I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla!
That's a good boy, Miss Sal. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective.
But we're going to see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Miss Sal?
That's right. We promised, little lady.
Of course we will.
I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend. Oh. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. The answer is you just get a really big lamp. Thank God they didn't have me time it. No, is Jowd dead? Detective Jowd!
I bet that big masked man did this. I'm going to bite him.
You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Jowd.
I bet he's just gonna die in here, isn't he? He seems like he's okay with dying. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. I was Camilla. And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. Oh, someone's speaking up. I don't know who that is. Oh, that must be real other Sissel. You're on my favorite chapter? This is the second last chapter, right? I'm expecting it to be good then. Also, hello, Leochi. Hope you're doing well today. I'm gonna guess this is other Sissel. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you Yomiel? Did I say that right? Yomiel? Yomiel? Oh, sounds like a yogurt brand. So you remember me now, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. Those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to figure out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. Yes, okay, thank goodness. Okay, about Yomiel. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you?
Systems engineer? What's that?
A very depressing field, Miss Sal.
By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. And that's how I got roped into joining that project.
Project? What project?
It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government.
It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. And then, one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened.
You escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as hostage.
By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomio.
Hey, what's his real motive?
10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly toward the bottom of an endless sea, an overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. And so that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What?
Poor Yomio. Yeah, we're learning his villain origin story right now.
It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. The
completely man-made life.
That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response in the end was betrayal.
He's the most tragic character in this game. Yeah, I don't think anyone can beat him in that department.
They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temzik was all about.
And you had no idea they were doing all this.
None at all. I was a fool.
So then, why did you go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Oh, why did they go? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temzik meteorite from the park?
They couldn't.
Huh?
After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power.
By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh?
At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case.
Surveillance, huh?
It just looks like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times.
No way, this guy? Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them.
No, not him. He's just a plain odd person.
Glad to know that the weirdo's just a weirdo.
And that park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale.
So that's why they couldn't steal the Temzik meteorite.
And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temzik meteorite.
Oh, that's right. That flyer guy was like talking about how they wanted to destroy the park to turn into like some building. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, huh?
Yeah, it's the ending I deserve.
But at least there's one thing you must be happy about.
What's that?
You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started?
Started with what?
Bringing Detective Jound back to life, of course.
What? What good will that do now?
But we promised! We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them!
We can't do that without you, Detective Joud. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. All right, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Okay, how does he die? So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here, too. He's not real! By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to protect against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective.
I swear if a giant gun comes out, oh my god.
Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Ugh. Camilla, forgive me.
It isn't over yet.
It isn't?
Remember what that big masked man said. Any possibility, no matter how small.
Possibility?
In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. Possibility of turning the situation around. Okay, we'll see what we can manipulate. Oops, he...
Huh?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Yomiel's shell.
There's no aura emanating from his body.
Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment is gone.
Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I mean, can we go back in time and stop him from dying from the Temsic fragment? Okay, that's missile.
So, what do you think, Sissel? Do you think we can rescue Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla?
I can't say for sure right now, but we do have a lead. The change in Yomiel's shell. That's the key to this thing.
Then let's go grab that key.
That's just empty, right? Okay. Because he's been in a constant state of like life and death, so hasn't technically died, right? So I could theoretically reverse his death, right? I think it's worth a try.
I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of.
What is it?
My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of Temsic.
His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death.
Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean?
I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore.
The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse.
So let's see. That means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death.
But, wait a minute. Exactly when is that death?
That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move!
Oh my god, let's go! You're about to change history? We're going 10 years back, y'all. 4 minutes before 10 years back, to be precise, is what I'm assuming. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who do you think Sissel is? The only other character we've seen that hasn't reappeared is that cat we saw in the video. So that's my best guess. Because if Miss Sal can be a spirit, then so can a cat. Don't tell me if I'm right. We'll see. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh, that was it? Okay. Wow. We're really starting the last one, huh? Final chapter. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temzik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Wow, this is really far back. Oh wow, it looks really different, huh? What is she doing? Why are the leaves smoking?
It's ready!
Oh, is she cooking sweet potatoes? Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me?
Ah!
Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her! Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Oh my god, don't tell me the cat died too from the meteorite fragment. Okay, that breaks the glass, knocks into Sissel. Yeah. Are you okay? You're You're all right now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temzik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temzik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, ads are supposed to start soon, so we'll see. What are the thoughts right now? Oh, okay. They've started. I will pause. I'm gonna go pee quickly. I need to pee. And I will be back. back. We still have about a minute left of ads, so we'll wait until that is over to continue. It seems like it's gonna take my estimate of 2 hours was right for how long this is gonna take. Although I don't know if the ads somehow end early and someone is willing to speak up, please tell me and I can continue. Because sometimes they don't run for the full 3 hours. But yeah, it's so cute. Okay, so the entire time I thought Lynn was holding a plunger. She was holding a roasted sweet potato. I feel so stupid now. I mean, I had like some form of idea when I saw like the smoke coming from the little like pile there. And then she pulled it out and I was like, ah, yes, a potato. I've never tried it. It seems interesting though. Don't you like... I'm not quite sure how exactly they do it, but I know it's just something like this, but like they make some kind of like hot pit with like wood and stuff, and then like normally I think they like wrap the potato in foil and then they just like put it in there and like they cover it up and then the heat cooks it. It's okay, everyone thinks it's a plunger at first, then get surprised when once they find out. I mean, you gotta admit it does really look like one. Alright, 3 minutes are up, we're gonna continue. Now how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato's almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot.
But, you know, it makes me wonder. Little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break!
Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Okay. Hello, little Lynn. Oh, I can be Missile. And Missile's in that basket. Oh my god, could you imagine how mean it would be if I swapped her sweet potato out? Anyways, Missile and...
Miss Lynn looks so happy!
Sure, she's happy. She's about to eat some sweet potato.
And that happiness is about to be shattered in a single instant. When she drops her sweet potato.
I don't think you're seeing the big picture. Anyway, we have to keep our eyes peeled for a chance to make our move.
Right, we won't drop the ball or the sweet potato.
True, why is Lynn so alone by herself at the park where her parents... You know, she's never once talked about her parents. She talked about how, like, Cabanella pretty much, like, as her mentor, like, that's all she mentions as, like, a kind of guardian figure. So, we don't know anything about her family. She's never talked about them. She lives alone with Camilla. Why does she live with Camilla? We don't know, but they live together. There's like fuck all I can do.
It's ready!
Hold it. I think I have to wait until, yeah, she's taken hostage to do something. There's a nozzle, there's a nozzle, there's a basket. Roasted sweet potato. Oh, post lantern. Come on, reach, missile. That didn't work. Hey, Lim, what if I swap your sweet potato out with this lantern? No? Okay. I can examine her sweet potato. Okay, let's do that. What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day.
They're sweet and they smell delicious.
These guys sure are making me want to try one. I just realized now it would make a lot of sense then, if my theory's right, of why it would make sense why Sissel can't read. I assume Lynn and Camilla live together because she's in charge of Camilla while Jowd is in prison or something. It could be that.
Stay back. Oh, what are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
Her sweet potato! I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato.
I know how much this girl loves her food too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. That was a fate change? Are you kidding me? Okay. Can I still examine this thing? Okay, no, never mind. It's just the same dialogue. Okay. I don't think I can swap anything yet. Like, I genuinely don't know what you would swap a sweet potato with. I can spray here. Oh. Can Missile swap these things? Too far apart. Okay. Okay, we'll try spraying. See what this does. Oh, I can rock the basket. Okay. Oh! I'm on a little trip in my favorite sweet potato. Can I spray the potato? I think oh, I must have missed the timing. That's some pretty spirited water there.
That's what's known as a fountain.
With that much force, I bet it can lift me right up into the air.
Lift you into the air, huh? He's right. It just might be able to lift something if it was small enough.
Like that thing that just went floating by, for example.
Yeah, okay, let's go back to the fate change. And we're gonna go float that potato. And I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Are we gonna swap it with the rock? Okay, rock this. And then... Oh no! Oh, I did it!
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big, scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato, Miss Sal. That's Mino.
Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now they have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Miss Sal.
Okay, here I go, and I'm going to need your help.
My help? I don't know if I can reach there. Yeah, I feel like he needs me to shoot him up high, but I can't, okay. I need to restart. I have to be in the potato when I shoot it up. This is like the epitome of multitasking. Okay, we're gonna go here. Rock the basket. Okay. And then get in the potato. I'm in the potato, right? Wonderful. There we go. Spray this. Swap those around. Should I maybe swap those around too? Oh, wait, I might accidentally crush Sissel. I didn't think this through.
Oh, look, the lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer.
If I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down.
But if Mino sits firmly in its way...
I might have to time it so that it stays up. Otherwise it'll kill him. Then fate should change. I just gotta fucking pray, y'all.
It's about time for that meteorite to come down.
Don't worry, Miss Sal. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path.
Oh, okay. That giant sweet potato.
I mean, if it doesn't go through... Like, what if I just swapped the potato with that instead, you know? Like, what if I did that? Because it wouldn't smash through. It would just... I don't know if, like, not hitting anything would affect its trajectory.
If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can.
Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Yeah, but this thing might fucking crush them and I'm so scared right now. Because like one pink and that thing is gonna fall over and kill both of them. There! How's that?
Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little.
Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path?
In its path? No! Detective Jowd! Right in the nuts! Oh, his leg. Detective Jowd! The Temsic fragment shot through his leg.
What?
But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet.
Come on, put it down.
Huh?
Jowd, put the gun down. Now. If you don't, you're going to shoot him.
I don't know if it's its detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver.
Put the gun down. No! I knew it. This is my true fate.
What if he just killed Lin? Like he didn't even hit Yomiel.
In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands.
I won't let that happen.
Miss Sal, the bullet is stopped in midair. Oh my god, swap it with the sweet potato. Ah! Oh my god, can we?
I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something.
What? With what?
Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. I'm just worried we might have, like, permanently crippled his leg, but we'll see. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. That's why the sweet potato's such a fucking odd shape. Alright, I hope you like sweet potato Yomiel. He did say they were tasty, so he does like them. No! It wasn't supposed to be like this! Oh no. We stopped the bullet. We still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed. But still, this fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Lynn! Look out! Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it! My leg won't work.
It's all over! We're out of time!
Oh my god! Lynn is still the one character that, like, nobody can beat her in the number of deaths.
Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet. Oh my god, is this where it's like, in the moment of dire need, my powers have become stronger? Because I couldn't lift, I couldn't interact with Mino by myself because he's too heavy. The Reaper truly wants her even as a kid? I know, right? It's like she's like, I don't know how she's still alive at this point. Also, hello, Mighty. I forgot to say hi. Hope what is the day today? Hope Wednesday's going well.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play? Oh, why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar in her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together.
Through the power of friendship! I don't know. I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sizzle and I do?
I just saw Deadpool 3. It was excellent, very funny. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I heard that came out recently. I haven't seen the first two. I kind of want to, though. The only Deadpool media I've consumed is, like, watching some of the playthroughs of people playing the game, but that's about it. Haven't really read the comics or anything. Don't forget, I'm here, too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Yomio! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Uh-huh, I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try to move over there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, now, do it! Got it! Now it's your turn, Miss Sile.
What? Me? But what can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Don't worry. Is Yomiel gonna possess her?
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them.
Oh, didn't realize I had to move. Lots of naughty language, though, so that's an issue. You might want to stay away. Oh, that's never bothered me. I'm hoping the tree holds it up. Okay, never mind.
It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how getting a second or two helped.
Oh, it helped all right. Those few seconds were exactly what I needed. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn.
Him.
You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh, he's gonna like pick himself up off that spike.
Ugh.
No! Yomia!
Ye gods.
I mean, his legs are crushed for sure. I think the rest of him might be okay. Or is he dead?
Ah, you're awake.
I had to stop myself from saying you're finally awake. He didn't possess Lynn because there's a possibility of failure. Remember, she resisted him before. That's why he went the safe way. Oh, that's true. I don't know if, yeah. I don't know if, Little Lynn would have resisted him as much, but nobody could know. And I guess he just wasn't willing to take that risk.
Hey, mister. Is your knee okay?
Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But... what's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave.
A detective's badge? Thanks!
I'm sorry, the way she held out her arms for him to attach it, I'm fucking sobbing right now.
Okay, you know what to do, little detective.
I just hope he's still alive.
Are you alive?
Yeah, sadly.
Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me.
I see.
But you know, I'm glad it happened. Kitty!
Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kinda limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten?
Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way.
Whose fate?
That kitten's, of course. Sissel's.
Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name.
These long, lonely 10 years, you were my one and only friend.
Oh my lord. I am a cat, oh my goodness.
How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend.
I'm so cute! I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it. I'm assuming a piece of that meteorite fragment hit the cat too, maybe? Sissel's so cute. Yeah! Look at him! Somebody, please look at me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo! You might get hurt.
Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was, I lived as a cat with you for a while.
After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back.
I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world.
No!
She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel."
Wow, okay, as if this wasn't already sad enough. The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man. And there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years. Oh. I think this is Yomiel. Sleepy. Hello, Sleepy. How are you doing today? Yeah, you're in we're getting in the feels right now.
For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. Then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. Oh my god, what if Ray is, fiance Sissel? I'm gonna be so embarrassed. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or at least that's what I tried to believe. Did the first mist... No. I was thinking maybe the first mist shot hit the cat. But then the cat popped out. Or was that Sissel possessing the cat and coming out? I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Yeah, that first shot? Okay, thought so. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get. I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean? I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here, 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. This music has no right being so sad right now. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate. And I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed, too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Ooh, how different is the present when we go back? So, Yomio, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Because basically, well, technically everything we've experienced after would not end up happening because we changed this point in time. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now. Oh, I don't know who's saying this. Jowd, maybe? What have you been feeling these 10 years? Oh no, that was Lynn. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
Is Missal still going to exist? Because I don't know what events led up to Camilla adopting Missal, but... You know what, we'll hope. I'll huff the copium. So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. We'll be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomio.
Sissel? Are we ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Miss Sal. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you've come to live with me now. So, let's be getting home, little black cat. Ooh, I mean, maybe... I don't know if it will be Lynn who adopts Missal, but it could also just be Camilla who adopts Missal. We'll see. I'm excited to see what future looks like. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Oh, okay, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. Wait! I don't know who said that. Ray? We haven't heard from Ray in a hot minute. Before you go back to the new present, I wanted to say thank you. Yeah, it is Ray. Maybe this is fiance Sissel. I'm gonna before If Ray is actually fiance Sissel, I'm gonna cry. Before I cease to exist, who is this then? I don't know. No clue.
Before I cease to exist.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you.
But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory.
Yes, I know that. I know all about you.
Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? I really am going to sob.
Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight.
I'm trying to like cycle through my brain of like who else has died, but like the only thing I can think of is like fiance Sissel.
The first of which was hers.
I can't get over it. It's so funny every time I watch.
If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town.
Or maybe it's Lynn's parents? I don't fucking know.
If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature.
Oh my god, is Ray a fucking rat?
After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment.
Ray's not missile. Ray! No, right? Okay, killed Missile, took Camilla.
They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process...
Okay, Camilla and Missile are dead.
2 little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred.
What? Look at that. The powers of the dead? But how?
He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not?
Hey, wait a minute. It's because he was there when he died.
Yeah.
Hello, Gold. How have you been doing? This is basically the first timeline where Lynn and Camilla died. Yeah, this is basically everything that would have happened if I didn't intervene.
That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects.
He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady.
The little fellow chased after the men. There still wasn't anything he could do.
Okay, so Sissel dies in that submarine.
In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then... he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before. To the moment of the man in red's death.
What? Hey, how did Missile do that?
He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again.
Is this Missile again?
And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold.
This is Missile. So that was you, huh? Oh my god, it's old Missile! No way.
That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years.
You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait these 10 years out. That means... So, Missile was lying to me when he said my spirit would disappear, right? After 24 hours? Because he... I don't know, he somehow went back 10 years and then he was able to wait out the entire time.
Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me.
But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp.
Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened. But I became able to manipulate small objects.
But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself?
'Cause I couldn't.
Huh?
From watching the Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example.
What?
It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody.
But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me?
Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before, on that night, the first time around.
We what? We met before.
From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the Ghost World paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you.
That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well.
You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me.
I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
That's what you said.
Cat behavior? No, literally.
And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line.
I'm really sorry I didn't help you.
That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage.
Mutual advantage?
The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the Man in Red, to Yomio.
What?
I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit.
A time limit?
That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over.
Then, you mean that thing about ceasing to exist?
Oh, that? Completely made up of me. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely.
Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way.
Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I.
Missile.
I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh?
Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel.
And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Alright, time to see what happens. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh, this is Alma! Happy birthday! Oh no, it's Lynn! This time it should work. Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death.
Yippee! It worked!
But it's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's all right, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Dad, you're home!
Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today.
Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh?
Is something wrong?
You have one of those badges too.
Oh, this? Yeah.
I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. Hi, Zira. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. Did you have a good stream? Oh, you're playing the first Descendant. How was that? Did you make good progress? I'm just gonna snooze the ads for like 5 minutes. You've come in at like pretty much the end of Ghost Trick. We saved the last person from dying, and now we basically went like 10 years in the past and like stopped some people from dying, and so now all those 10 years towards the future were wiped, and now this is a new future we're experiencing. Played for too long, 7.5 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for the cheese. I hope I did. I hope you did too. I'm sure you did though. Don't worry about it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, this is a fun game. I highly recommend. Although maybe not so much if you're watching now and you're seeing the ending. Okay, I will continue. GG, thank you. It didn't take me as long as I thought it would to finish this game. Like, there's 18 chapters, and every chapter you can do in about like an hour. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will, that you will. Does that mean it's time for Duck Detective? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I have to know, where is Miss Sal? Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep, he never got any bigger or anything.
Oh! Wow, what a mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sissel.
Sissel. Where's my boy Miss Sal at? I need to see him. But that means that, like, Cat Sissel got hit with a fragment. It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. How cool would that be, though? If you had a cat that, like, lived through, like, hundreds of generations.
I think Sissel likes you, Lynn.
Oh my god, Alma's so pretty? What? I never got to see her properly. Oh my god, losing my mind. She's so gorgeous. She's alive, that she is.
All right, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom.
I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected, somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now this is my new fate. Oh? They needed 2 whole chickens. I guess I really am a cat, and suits me just fine to curl up and watch the strange abuse. Blah, blah, I missed it. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Immortal Kitty? Yeah, that fragment must have gone through and hit him. Oh my... Ah! Missile! So Cabanella adopted Miss Sal? Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Miss Sal, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. Well, birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. The food is so atrociously big. Okay, so Lynn's the one who adopted Miss Sal. Oh, I can't believe I'm done. That was fun. I really liked it. I was hoping for like a little Miss Sal and who the fuck are you, Detective Cabanella wannabe? There. How do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? I forgot about those two. Are we gonna get like little glimpses of everybody? Post-credit scene? Yeah, I think there's like little scenes. I have to read them so fast though. Here's your food, gentlemen. Can't believe she's still working here. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today.
So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop.
You have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna probably... You know what? I got so many snoozes. I'll just use one more. Feet out? Oh man, you should... His feet have always been out. That was like the one thing I couldn't stop seeing. Oh, she's eating too. La la la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. I can't read fast enough. Is this really necessary? This new curry chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. Damn, her stomach. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh my god, it's him! It's Sausage Head! That's right, he does like curry. Want to get a whole turkey handed to me at a bar? That'd be awesome. I think that'd be great. I don't know if I could eat a whole turkey, but like this game makes it sound so good. Oh my god, it's these people! Are you sure we really need all these explosives?
Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said.
They're gonna die. Bro, why are you gonna light dynamite with a lighter? Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it said 20 grams. Ah! You're rich! He doesn't even react. He just stares. That's even scarier. The game ends and you hear objection? Maybe. Who else have we not heard from? I think that was... Oh, the superintendent. Oh my god, these people.
So this is where you work, huh, Papa?
That's right, sweetheart.
Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, indiscretions of a minister, perhaps.
Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel?
Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. They always make these moves so fast. But yeah, for reference, she's like a raunchy romance novel author. Oh my god, these people.
This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man.
You know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir.
Egad!
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
Yeah, my memory is really bad. I think we're almost done with the characters, though. All I can remember is the superintendent, and that's about it. Don't know what he's doing, then. Oh, the rock star, true. We didn't hear from this guy yet. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Oh, he's still investigating. That's good. Is the pigeon gonna poop on him? Are they gonna dance? Oh my god, they're headbanging. Love that. This guy.
Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here.
No, why? Oh, the prison. Wow, okay, this is gonna be a really long credit scene. Okay, that's my last snooze. I don't know if I can pause the credits, so... Oh my god, there he is. Bailey dancing.
Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
MEOW dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We can do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
Oh, I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week?
You got it.
Okay, yeah, there was the prison. Am I missing anything? Oh my god! Oh right, he goes to prison, right? Because of what he did with Lynn. Oh, he's coming out now.
10 long years, Yomio. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you was waiting outside.
Oh, we get to see his fiance, I think. I bet she's real pretty. Is that gonna be a picture of a cat?
Thank you, Sissel.
Ah, come on. You gotta let me see. Maybe it's his fiance he was painting. I don't know. Yay! Aw, I love that. Why isn't Alma in that photo? Is she the one taking the picture? I love it when they always end with a picture. I wonder if that's it. Is that it? Yeah? Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't think we're getting anything after this. I thank goodness because I've run out of snoozes. Okay. Yeah, they could probably like sneak in something in between these credits, but I don't think they will. Not from my previous experience playing the Ace Attorney series, so I think we're fine now. Congrats on beating the game, thank you! Now I need to figure out what to do with my life. I need to figure out what to play next. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. Okay, yeah, the stream took just about 2 hours. I still have some schoolwork I need to go finish up on. So I am gonna see if anyone else is still streaming right now. Good night, thanks for story time. You're welcome, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night and a good sleep if you're heading to bed. But yes, like I said, I am pretty busy with school. So I don't think because I normally stream the next time on Fridays. I don't think I'm gonna stream this Friday. I think it'll be pushed to Saturday. But yeah, because basically Friday is my deadline for a bunch of stuff, so I need that day. I'm almost done though. I have like 2-3 more things I need to do. But it should be fine. It should be fine. It might not be fine, but it should be fine. Let's see. Who do I have to raid? Ah! Thank you for the cheese. Okay. I think I have found somebody. What'd you say about the game? Did you like it? I loved it. Very much reminded me of the times I played Ace Attorney. I'm kind of sad it's over. Fate averted! Cleared Ghost Trick! Woohoo! And I got my achievement. And that's it. That's the game. But yeah, I will see you guys next time whenever I happen to see you. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. And yeah, see you. I don't know what I'm doing next week to replace this. I do like keeping detective games, so I like them a lot. So maybe something detective. We'll see. Alright. Bye-bye.